what's up YouTube? It's your pal Moonstone, and today I'm going to go over a topic that I never thought I'd go over again, mostly because when I first went over it, it was my very first video I ever posted on my channel. I basically said, okay, that's everything to the story, there's nothing really else to say, but no, that's not the case, because there's actually a lot more to that story than I explained. That was mostly because I was still a beginner YouTuber back then, and I technically still am. I'm still trying to find my place on YouTube, and I didn't want to make a topic that will make you guys question how I'm doing or question how I'm going. I'm doing very well. I'm an author, I have a great home, I'm enjoying summer, and I'm doing well on YouTube. I just reached 670 subscribers. If you have not already, make sure to subscribe and hit that big thumbs up and that bell button. But before I started YouTube, and still currently now, I did have some troubles at school. And this one I'm going to be talking about has specifically to do with the locker room incident, because there's a lot more to that story that I didn't tell you guys. And it's been about 2 years now, and I decided it's finally time for me to come out with it. I already talked to my counselor about this, I already told my mom and my parents and my school principal, and finally something has been done on it. And I say it took 2 years for justice to be made, but justice is finally made, and the kids who did that to me are finally punished. But I'm not going to reveal their names or what happened to them, because I want to keep them safe even though I hate them, and I want to keep everyone else who was involved with this safe. I was not really a big fan of PE. I mean, there's so many rules you had to follow, I didn't understand the game instructions, and it was kind of tiring. But everyone knew that I was one of the best people at it, because when we do workouts or beginner exercises, I always be the first one to finish, and sometimes they would cheat or try to make me fail so that way they could finish first. The main boys of the pack, or the alpha males in the locker room, I'll put it that way. And the teacher always caught them doing that. They said, hey, don't do that again, but there was never really any real punishment at our school, unless it's something really big. I mean, if it happened to a disabled kid there that was in that special classroom, then yes, that would be a big punishment. But other than that, no, there was never really big punishments for people that picked on normal kids. So there's a lot of rotten things that got away with there. And I felt really bad experiencing them. I mean, I remember this one time I was walking to the bathroom and there's all these people in there. It was all these bunch of boys acting like total dumb ASS. I'm not gonna cuss because I've been raised too well, guys, I'm sorry. And they would really shake their butts around, show their junk to each other, even take pictures of it, and I was standing there for 2 seconds before running out, because none of them noticed me. I think there was only one time when people like that noticed me. They said, hey, you wanna join? I'm like, no, I'm out here. And I would run, and I would tell a teacher, but by the time they got there, all of them would be gone. So I never really got those kids to justice. I think there's only one time when they got caught with that, but it wasn't as serious as they normally are. Sometimes it was smoking, sometimes it was showing inappropriate pictures, and sometimes they were just play cussing or play fighting. It really made me feel unsafe to go to the bathroom. I would literally hold it for the entire day before I got home and went to use it. I was like, oh, I gotta use the bathroom. Sweet relief. And I never spoke about it. I mean, the school said they were dealing with it, and they can't really deal with it if they don't know the names, because I didn't know any of the names of those guys there. I don't know half my classmates' names except for my friends. I prefer to keep it that way. And that's basically how it went throughout 7th grade and up to 9th grade. I was in 10th grade, I'm going to 11th grade now. It was around 10th grade when the whole thing slowed down. I'm not sure whether it's because the guys were maturing or whether because we had more security at our school now. And the worst was in the locker room. No joke. Whenever I go in the locker room, I would literally wear a hoodie and cover my face because I didn't want to see what was going on. Again, those boys were play cussing, showing their junk to each other, and saying weird, seductive things. And if you guys don't know this, I know I'm a furry, and lots of people who are furries, they think other furries, well, YIF, and if you don't know what that is, then don't search it, you're too young for that. I don't do that. I'm not into any of the sexual things or anything like that. I just feel really uncomfortable about that, and you'll see why in a minute. Because every time I'll go into a public place where it's just boys only, it just got creepy, it got weird, and I was honestly terrified. I never had suicidal thoughts, but I did have depression for about 3 months after all this started happening. And And after I started changing in the locker room more, it just got a lot worse. They would say, hey, want to join us? Or, hey, why are you changing that stall on your own? Because there was only one stall in the boys' locker room that had a door. No joke. All the other stalls' doors were broken off somehow. There's only one stall that had a door, and I would go there to change. And if someone was waiting there, I would literally skip the first 5 minutes of gym, waiting for the first person to finish up so that I can go change in there. And there's a thing that I did that I think probably is what attracted a lot of guys to me. Lots of people just change their pants and shirt during PE days, but I did it differently. I also changed my underwear because my underwear got a little sweaty and felt really uncomfortable to walk around in it when school was going on, because PE was my first class during school hours, and I couldn't stand walking around the rest of my school days with a store of damp underwear and be like, oh, this feels so uncomfortable. So after PE was over, I would get a fresh pair, put it on, and put on my clean pair of pants and just put it in my bag and go. That's how it went, and that meant that I showed my junk too, but only for a second. I never purposely tried to do it. Like I said, I did all my changing inside of that stall, and sometimes they would peek in. They would point through the crack and say, ooh, or go, hey, what you doing? And sometimes they would spray this awful, yucky smelling spray deodorant underneath the stall. I'm like, ah, ah. I would really jump up kind of like a woman screaming, and they would laugh at that. And I know you're thinking, oh, Moonstone, why didn't you tell a professional or someone? I did everything I could to tell someone. I did. And it never really stopped the chaos. It punished them for a short while, but never really did anything that prevented the whole bad thing from happening. It really wasn't a proper solution. So I told myself, I'll suck it up and deal with it. I could have just not worn a different pair of underwear each day or something like that. But no, I just felt uncomfortable. I wanted to do it, so I did, and that's what I did that kind of helped me calm down a little bit. During PE, I would just isolate myself from the other kids. I did not feel safe around them. They felt like monsters to me. They felt like beasts trying to eat at me, and I really had a hard time making friends there. The only friends I had during those school years were probably my friends I had since forever. So it was really difficult. A lot of them tried to make friends with me. They tried saying, hey, want to come hang out with us? Or hey, how you doing? Or hey, what's your name? And I'm like, no, get away from me, go. Just go. And they're not the only ones. There's actually a bunch of girls who did that too. I think there's around 10 girls who tried to flirt with me last year. I'm not sure about the other years because I don't really remember it that far. But the reason I just ignored it was because I didn't know their names, I'm not ready for a relationship, and it just felt uncomfortable for me. I just really have a hard time making conversations sometimes. And of all the experiences I had, the locker room incident was absolutely the worst. It was probably the worst day that they were doing all that nasty stuff. It was probably the day when they're doing it the strongest. They were masturbating. No joke, they were literally masturbating each other. And when I saw that, I was like, okay. I can do this. I just gotta get changed, get out, and it just never happened. Because if I tell the teacher, then they'll try to harass me more. Because they did it a little bit so far. But when I walked past, I saw another guy, no pants on, walking up to this guy who was changing, and he touched his butt, and I was like, ooh, I hope he gets slapped in the face for that. But he walked really quickly, and I realized, wait, I'm right next to him. And I was about to sprint away, but then he turned around quickly and was like, oh, man, did you touch my butt? And I was like, no, it was that guy. Look, he clearly has a guilty face on. How do you not see that? Why would you think I would do that? You know, I hate you guys. I absolutely freaking hate you. Leave me alone. And the rest of the day, everyone looked at me goofily in the hallways. They would whisper stuff, and I literally felt like jumping off a cliff. I'm serious. After that day, I was like, oh crap, if this goes one more day, I'm gonna kill myself. But I snapped out of it after an hour because I realized that was just too stupid. There are police at my school. There's school police, and yes, that's a thing. I told them, and they got suspended for a couple days. I actually got suspended for only one day, But it wasn't for anything bad. They said, well, I think you need time to recover. And I was let off all my schoolwork I had that day, so I got an entire free day. So it wasn't entirely bad. But when the other boys got interviewed, they all said they saw me doing it. In real life, they only heard what other people said and just assumed that. But after that, I just couldn't stand locker room anymore. So much so, my gym teacher knew that it was getting too much for me. Because at the time, he didn't really know what type of autism I had. And once he figured out that I had autism and ADHD, he knew that this wouldn't work out for me. It just wasn't something safe for my mentality. So he gave me keys to an extra locker room that was about on the other side of the gym. It was for athletes. The other locker rooms were for the normal PE people. And having my own locker room was paradise. A lot of the kids called me a teacher's pet after that because I thought they were doing it because I was better than them. And I guess in some exercises I was. But things slowly slowed down from there. I mean, after a month, everyone completely moved on from it except for 3 main kids. And it felt hard to walk in the hallways. Not the whole school didn't know about it. No one else outside my grade knew about it. At least not everyone in my grade. And I literally felt like just staying home from school because I didn't want to stand it. But my friends helped calm the thing down. They knew that wasn't me, and they convinced some of the other people, because some of the more popular people they were still friends with also. And the rumor died down after everyone got involved. There's still some boys who look at me and go like, hey, or something like that. And it destroyed my complete trust for them. I haven't made any new friends in over a year because I just can't stand talking to people who might have been involved with that. I'm sorry. I know you can't see right now, but I'm crying a little bit. Anyways, fun fact, after 9th grade, I didn't have to take PE anymore. I was officially done with PE, so all my rest of the years I finished PE, so I don't have to deal with locker rooms or anything like that anymore. Now, once in a while, I still see kids smoking in the bathroom or something like that, but now they fully get caught. The whole system, or whatever you want to call it, is finally fully getting people who done bad things, and I haven't really been looked upon or harassed ever since. Obviously, there's more detail I can go into, but I feel like that's the best way I could possibly describe it right now. I'm sorry if this video is boring to you, or cheesy, or nuts, but I had to get off my chest. And I know most of you who are new probably expecting ASMR content, and you are! I am going to do mainly ASMR content now. There's nothing really else new that I can do that's live action. I'm still going to do live action stuff, don't worry. I'm still going to do Therian content, I'm still going to do furry content, but for the most part, well, not really most part, just let's say around 60% of the time, it's going to be ASMR related or audio related in some way. So, yeah, that's the end of my story, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And if any of you are the kids who are in that locker room, I hate you. Yeah, I hate you. But only if you're one of the kids from the locker room. Only for one of that. Who knows, maybe I'll stop paying you eventually, but I can't forgive you guys for what you did to me in that. Okay, I'm getting off topic. Well guys, that's all for today's video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I know I said that, but please, if you want to do a face reveal, 1.5k before the end of the summer. But until we meet again guys, peace, see you later, bye, stay possum.